Welcome to Legends, Lore, Hauntings, and More with your hosts, Polly, Shelley, and Shelby, coming to you from the Berg. And we're here to talk about anything from true facts to urban legends and much more in between. So if you have any encounters or stories you'd like us to talk about, send it to legendslorehauntings.more@gmail.com. And if you like what we're about, rate, subscribe, and share. With that being said, let's get into it.
Hi, this is Polly, and I'm going to talk to you about some well-known facts or myths. Okay, so last week, Shelley talked about some trivial facts about, okay, so let me see. And whoops. Okay, so I looked up on Wikipedia the 50 well-known facts that are actually just common myths.
Okay.
All right. But, of course, you know, we're not going to do all 50 of them because who wants to go that?
Okay.
So I just picked out, like, some of I think the 10 most interesting ones or whatever.
All right.
But on the list, I'll tell what order they were. Number 4, George Washington had wooden teeth. He did not. According to historians, at the Washington Library, George's teeth were made out of gold, lead, and even human teeth.
Ew.
Yeah,
George Washington?
Yeah.
So
That's a myth, isn't it?
Yeah.
The wooden teeth.
The wooden
is a
teeth.
myth.
The wooden parts, a myth. They were actually made out of
That is creepy.
gold, lead, and other human teeth.
That part's creepy.
That part's
Yeah.
creepy.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Get your own teeth, bro.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be borrowing some
Yeah.
plaque.
And
You
like,
know?
how did they have other teeth?
I don't know.
When they say people,
Did they grind them up
They-
from
well, yeah, I'm
death?
sure, but
Like,
No, they
the
probably
skulls,
back then they
probably.
probably just took it right out and they're like, slave guy, I need your teeth,
I bet you.
and they took it
Yeah,
out of their
well,
mouth
We
and
need
fucking
to.
put
We
it in
need
their
to
his.
research that.
yeah,
Yes.
because
I'll write it
otherwise
down.
what
Where'd
do
the
you-
teeth come from?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Like,
I figured they pulled them from skulls
that could
or
be.
something, but no, they'd rot out. No, because skulls have teeth.
Well, yeah, they do, but I mean, like, do they just keep them around?
I don't know.
That's what I'm wondering. It's like, what do they?
I bet
Anyhow, yeah.
Shelby's right. Hey, slave boy, come here.
Yeah.
Let me yank your. I need that tooth.
Or maybe they could pay him for it. Hey, you might need some
Why
extra
would they
money. Give me
pay?
your teeth.
When they can get it from their slave
Well,
for free.
I
He
know,
can't even
that's true,
get his
but
own teeth.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Right.
All right, and this is for you, Shelley.
Uh-oh.
Number 5. Women accused of witchcraft were burned at the stake during Salem witch trials.
They weren't?
I believe they were not.
Well,
Because
it's all going to be a no.
actually-
It's another one of those.
Right.
Actually, okay, go ahead.
No,
know
you
what?
tell
Go
me. You know.
Go ahead.
There were no known witches that were burned. They were all just accused. Correct? Is that correct?
Accused witches in the 17th century were hanged, while others died in jail awaiting trials. The myth that they were burned at the stake is because of the medieval witch trials in Europe. It was common practice to execute the accused by savagely setting them on fire.
Oh, I was wrong then.
Well, in Europe they did, but not in the Salem witch trials here.
Right, but that's why everybody just assumed because
correct.
they got burned up in Europe. But here they got hung or just jailed. Or there was one man that actually, I forget his name now, but in Salem you can see the actual place. He got stoned to death, which is what they did. They accused him of witchcraft, and he wouldn't confess.
Confess, yeah.
And so they he laid down in the street. They made him, and they put very heavy boulders and just buried him in boulders, and so he died.
Yeah,
and
right.
There's the very spot. And it has his name and everything in Salem. Yeah, I forget his name though.
That's crazy.
I always wanted to go there, but anyway.
Number 9. Dogs only see in black and white. Nope.
What?
Veterinarian Barbara Royal explained to HuffPost that dogs don't see all of the colors that we see, but they can actually distinguish between colors.
Oh.
Yeah.
I always heard or just saw in black and white.
Nope, they can distinguish. Number 24. Oh, I can't do it now. There we go. Cracking your knuckles will cause arthritis. You yeah. According to Harvard Medical School, this is not true, Mom.
Yeah, Mom.
Hey, I'm not Mom.
Yeah, it doesn't increase your risk of painful joints. It is actually gas bubbles collapsing that you hear when you're cracking your knuckles.
So that's like your fingers farting.
Oh,
Farting fingers.
that's so cool. Yes,
Isn't
it
it?
is. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Farting fingers.
Yay. And this. Oh, so when you crack your knuckles, you should say, excuse me. Yeah. And number 27, bats are blind.
False.
Correct. Did you know that bats can actually see 3 times better than humans? Rodney?
Mhm.
We just had this discussion.
Right.
That fact is from Rob, I don't know what his
Rob
name is.
something.
Rob
Rob
Zombie.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Its name is MIES. Former executive director for the Organization for Bat Conservation. Okay. Number 29. Humans only have 5 senses.
No.
We all know our 5 senses: sight, taste, hearing, smelling, touch. But did you know that starting with Aristotle, many scientists argue that humans actually have between 14 and 20 senses, which it didn't tell what they were. We all know the 6th
Well,
one.
that's why I said no,
but
because
we
I was
don't
thinking
know the
6th
rest.
sense. But
Right.
I've never heard that.
Right. Okay, 41. President Richard Nixon was successfully impeached.
How was he not impeached? He
was
did the
impeached.
Watergate.
Yeah.
He resigned.
Proceeding to impeach President Nixon began, but Nixon
I
resigned
remember.
on August 8th before he could be impeached.
Yep.
I do not remember that.
I do.
Mandela effect?
I remember that though.
Da, da,
I
da.
watch History Channel, I know.
Yep.
You remember that, Ben?
Yep. It was,
Jamie and Ben remember
Nice.
that.
I don't know how it stuck in my head. It just did one day. I was watching History. I was walking past and it said Richard was supposed to resign. I was like, I don't know why
Very
that's
good.
stuck there, but whatever.
Good job.
I just
Right
remember
on.
thinking sneaky
Good
bastard.
job. Number 43. Going outside with wet hair makes you sick.
Nope.
False.
Correct. Wrong.
Mom.
Mom and everybody else. It will
It's not
definitely make
comfortable,
you
but-
chilly, but colds and flus are caused by viruses. And, oh, this is a good one. Twinkies have no expiration date.
Why?
True. I've heard that.
Oh.
That's from Family Guy.
No, it's not, but
This could be another Mandela effect.
I believe they last forever.
Twinkies actually have a shelf life of only 25 days. So, sorry to all of you who are planning on
25 days.
yeah,
That's not much.
on saving up Twinkies for your zombie apocalypse.
that's what I've always heard. Like, oh, fill your bunkers with Twinkies. They'll last a lifetime.
Nope, sorry to tell you.
Okay.
Yep, 46. There is one universal sign language.
True.
No, false.
Miss Shelby wins. Duh. Why? why would there only be one universal sign language when there are so many different languages in
That's the question.
slang?
Yeah, but
That's my same. I have the same question for why would there be more?
right.
Well, you need only.
Why do you need more? I just thought it would
more,
be
more,
one.
more of everything? You know,
right.
can't we just calm it down and keep something simple?
Like
I
so
don't know.
deaf people can universally
Talk
shit. Speak.
Pretty much,
I don't
I guess.
know.
I don't
Wow,
know.
look at us. We're even claiming the deaf of talking crap about us.
I know,
They
right?
probably are.
Okay, so those are just the 10 that I had that were interesting to me.
They're
Okay.
interesting to me.
They were
too.
interesting to me too.
Some of them are kind of Mandela effect.
I only knew the
kind of.
answers
Yeah.
because
So which brings
you
us-
told me they were missed.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So that brings us
Okay.
to Miss Miss Shelley.
All right.
What you
Thank
got for
you.
us?
Speaking of Mandela effects,
Yay!
this I just came across, just, poking around. All right.
Your rabbit hole.
Yes.
Love those.
All right. So, do you know the painting The Scream by Edward Munch?
I have heard of it.
The one that,
where they get the Scream mask from? I mean, based off of?
No.
But no, I mean, I know the painting
I
you're
want to
talking
watch
about.
the new Scream.
It doesn't have the weird.
Yeah,
Face.
it's like a weirdo face. Are you gonna look it up so you can see?
sorry.
Oh, okay.
I thought you
Well,
were.
anyway, it's a weirdo face. It's like a very famous painting.
Yeah.
Did you know now there are changed details?
No.
Now he has a gold bracelet on his wrist, and he never did before.
Who?
No way.
Who is this?
The painting
Oh.
But
of The Scream.
but he goes like this, right?
Yeah, he's like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And now he has a bracelet,
Mm-hmm.
and he
It's a
never did
small
before.
gold bracelet around his wrist, and he never did before.
Weird.
Okay,
Where did it come from? We don't know.
nobody. It's Mandela.
And yeah.
All right,
Dun, dun, dun.
this one's about Avril Lavigne.
I like
Ah.
skater lines.
I love her.
her.
Okay.
Sorry.
Do you remember the Got Milk campaigns?
Yes.
Where they would wear the milk mustaches? All right,
By the
well,
way, who are they advertising for? Just milk?
yeah.
It's weird.
So, people remember her, Avril Lavigne, in an ad, and they say that they remember her wearing a white tank top and had a guitar in the ad.
Was
don't-
she wearing a tie?
I never remember.
That's all I remember about her.
I don't remember either, but I
don't
guess
know
a
what she
lot of
looks like.
people do remember it. The ad
I'm
never
looking it up.
existed.
I see. Good, because I don't remember.
Yeah, I
it.
don't remember it either. So,
Okay.
but that's just one for like
One for yeah.
some people see it. Okay, The Rock.
Yeah.
Dwayne Johnson,
Yes.
The Rock. On wrestling, what was his catchphrase? Do you remember?
I never
Um,
watched.
Oh my gosh, it was like
Was
everyone knew it.
Was
They
it?
don't know.
Can
They don't
you?
know.
No. Was it? Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?
That sounds so familiar.
Was it? Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?
Yeah. But no, because it's a myth.
No. And
It's
even they have T-shirts and posters from back in the day that says, "Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?" But if you go back and watch his interviews, he never once says it. He says, "If you smell what The Rock is cooking."
Ah.
I got a Mandela. It's about SpongeBob. It's good though.
Okay.
The episode "I'm a Teenage Gary" at the end, when Squidward gets snail plasma in him, it was supposed to do like a horrible transformation. That a lot of people remember it having a horrible transformation, but it really at the end just has them all as snails singing on the fence.
Oh.
Ooh.
So that's a kid one for you.
Okay. Now.
That's all I wanted to say. I'm out.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ben.
Ben. All right. M&M's was the slogan "Melts in your mouth, not in your hand."
Yeah. Well, probably not, but I
Right.
thought it was.
Okay. The actual slogan was "The milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hands."
See,
I never remember them saying the milk chocolate. I always say
Now that
melts
you
in your
say
mouth, not in your hands.
I do remember them saying that now.
I can't remember anything.
But I thought it was the milk chocolate candy that melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
They just said the milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
Wow. Okay.
So that's weird.
So,
Uh-huh.
All right, Britney Spears. This is another
oh, this is
another
the one.
Britney Spears.
Oh, okay.
This isn't the one about her mic.
Okay.
All right, do you remember in the video "Hit Me Baby One More Time"?
Mm-hmm.
It was like her first video where she was like in a
It was like her first music video.
mm-hmm. It was her very first music video, and she was in school. She was like a schoolgirl.
Oh,
Okay.
in that schoolgirl outfit.
Okay,
Yeah.
speaking of, what did her skirt look like?
Plaid.
Plaid.
I thought so too. Now, her and her background dancers are all in straight black skirts.
No, they weren't.
They are now.
I know my Britney Spears stuff. That was my first CD.
Plaid.
It was-
Everybody says plaid
It was
because
a
that's
white
a
shirt
schoolgirl.
with a plaid dress.
She
with
still
a
has-
plaid
And then
tie.
the fuzzy
plaid
hair
tie.
things.
She still has
Pink
the hair
fuzzy hair
things.
things.
She
No
still has the white
way.
shirt, but her
That's
and her
one
backup
Mandela effect I
dancers
remember.
are all black.
She is
Straight
doing
black.
that to mess with people. They're doing that to mess with people.
Okay.
Because that's the only one I mean.
The Great Pyramids.
Yeah.
Everybody thought they had 4 sides, right?
No, it's a pyramid.
Yeah, it's for a
Right.
cube
Well,
pyramid.
with the bottom. With the
Okay.
bottom.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So the bottom is a side,
Yeah.
and then you've got the 3. So that's 4.
Mm-mm.
No, they have 8 sides now.
How?
I
Like,
Don't
what?
know.
How do you
Now
I'm
everybody
trying to
says
figure this
pyramids
out.
have 8 sides.
Oh, 1, 2, no 4.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
I'm like,
No idea. All right. Do you guys, I don't know if you'll remember him, Shelby, but Richard Simmons.
yeah,
Mhm.
the
Okay.
workout guy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Did he wear a headband and the wristbands?
Yeah,
Yes.
There are no shots of him wearing a
with no
headband
sweatbands.
or wristband. Yeah, no sweatbands at all. He always wore them to match. I remember it. My mom watched
Yeah.
it when I was growing up. Dan remembers it.
Yeah.
They had the stripes, remember, like from
Let
the
us
70s.
know what you
They
guys
match.
remember.
What do you guys remember?
I would love to know what the world remembers because
Yes.
these ones are getting me.
All right, now the Star Wars one, I won't know because I am not a big fan. But for those of you out there, you might remember this.
Excuse me.
People remember Padme saying, "So this is how democracy dies, with thunderous applause." Is that what she said or not?
I don't
know.
watch her. I don't know.
Okay, well, she never did say that. She said democracy. Or she never said democracy. She always said liberty.
Okay.
And here's the last one, which I think it's proof that people are messing with our heads.
Okay.
Okay? Do you all remember the cartoon The Jungle Book?
Yes.
Mowgli.
Yes.
Mhm.
I had the book in the
All right.
record.
Do you remember the bear Baloo?
Yes.
Okay, was Baloo's outfit a coconut face, like with a little coconut over his
yeah.
nose and a yellow grass skirt? Or was it a coconut bra and a green grass skirt?
I don't.
Oh my
I
gosh,
thought he
can't
didn't have
remember.
anything on for.
I cannot remember.
Well, everyone I've talked to that from back in the day, that like I watched, I had the book when I was a little
I
girl.
had the book in the
loved
record that
Mowgli.
goes along.
I loved it because
Yeah.
they were Hindu and I was obsessed. You know what I mean? So, actually, it was okay. Actually, nowadays it's a coconut face and a yellow skirt.
Okay.
I always remember the coconut bra and a green skirt. I always remember that, and I watched
That
it a
sounds
million times.
familiar.
Well, a guy named Floyd Norman, who was an animation artist for Disney, and he worked on that movie. He's also a very big animator. He's worked for Pixar. Just all these
Right.
serious companies. But he worked for Disney Animations on The Jungle Book back in the 60s.
Right.
On an old interview with Floyd, he talked about working on The Jungle Book. He was quoted saying, "The animators would always dress characters in drag. When Baloo the bear has his duet with King Louie, the orangutan, we put Baloo in a coconut bra and a grass skirt. It was a genuine showstopper."
Huh.
So, the original animator confirmed that it was a coconut, but if you watch it now, he has a coconut
I want
face
to talk to that guy.
and a yellow skirt.
See how he feels about
Don't
this.
tell me.
It's
The
because
new
they
ones
had
don't
a
want to offend.
yeah, they didn't want to offend the little drag queens.
Oh my god.
The end. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Okay.
And
I got
that was
some more
my
comment.
story, guys.
Okay.
And now,
Sounds good.
Shelby, do you have
yeah.
something?
I've got some random information.
I
But
love
it's-
randos.
But it's
I
pretty
love it.
it's pretty weird. Okay, so George H.W. Bush, I'm not sure which one that is because there's like 3 of them.
He's the son,
Is he?
right? George.
He's
George
well, he was
H.W.
No.
the one that was a U.S. Navy officer during World
George
War II.
W. is
That
the,
was the
is
senior.
the son.
Okay.
George H. is the senior.
George H. is a senior. Okay.
Well, him and his other Navy people were shot down by a tiny island over Japan during the World War II. And
Well, that should tell us our answer right there.
Right.
Yeah.
The older one.
Thank you. I wasn't known
and
for
then
my
they were
brains.
captured by them, by the Japanese, and only one got out, but it was only by luck. And it was George Bush. And then this guy, James Bradley, wrote a book called Flyboys. For this book, he tracked official files and records from war crimes. The fate of the other 8 pilots were horrifying. Like many prisoners of the Japanese, they were captured, then tortured and killed using a bunch of weapons, and then beheaded. But unlike many prisoners of Japan, 4 of the Navy pilots were slaughtered, then had surgeons cut out their liver and thigh muscles, and then prepare the meat for the Japanese officers to eat.
Oh my God, cannibalism at its finest. Ugh.
Good
Bush
Lord.
was farther from the island when he bailed out of this aircraft. Floating in the water for 4 hours, he was then rescued by a U.S. submarine. He had no idea about any of this until 2003.
Wow.
What? Wait, say that last
So does
part
that
again?
mean that he's
the only one that
the
survived.
liver?
No, George Bush, he floated, he got into the water somehow,
Yeah,
and he escaped.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
but he didn't know about
He's the only one that escaped.
what happened to
No,
them until
till
recently.
later, yeah.
Oh
or not recently,
my
but
God.
yeah.
Mhm.
Wow,
Isn't that crazy?
That is. Oh, can you imagine how bad he feels? Oh my gosh, like you get that
Right,
survivor
guilt
remorse
or
guilt or whatever.
Like, why were they eating people?
Yeah, it's not like there was no
Well,
food around.
Number one, well, yeah,
They could eat
that's
plants.
like the
And
ultimate.
they just-
I hate your guts.
Yeah,
they
so
just
I
made,
am
like,
gonna
4 of 'em.
not only kill you but eat you.
I
to
wonder if
be
those 4
eaten.
looked yummy or, I don't
No,
get
it's
it.
like the ultimate. I hate you.
But there
I'm
was
not
8
even
of them
gonna kill
captured.
you.
Why do they only eat? I don't get it.
Bottom line, it's a human being.
Yeah.
It's weird, though. It's just so odd.
Ugh. I mean, are they that animalistic that's what
Right,
it's come to?
right,
is
right, right.
I hate you so much I'm gonna kill you and
It's
eat
like
you.
they absolutely lack compassion or
Right.
anything. Like they don't even. If you do that, I don't think you can even view them as a human being.
Right.
You know what I mean? They have to view them as like cattle.
Because can you imagine
You know?
if they would do that on the street now?
Right.
Look what happened, Dahmer.
Yeah. Well,
You know what I
Random.
mean?
And it makes you think, who is actually.
And there are people like that.
and that's what I'm saying. And how in the world do you get to that level?
Like, how
Like-
did you taste human before? And was
They
like,
were
I gotta
probably-
kill people and eat this. It's so
yeah.
good.
Well,
And-
they were probably like, "There's a war. Oh, pick me. I'm gonna go kill people."
Yeah.
Well, and then I don't know if this is a myth or not, but I've heard that once you start eating your same species,
Right.
it fucks with your it fucks with your brain. It fucks with your or messes with your brain chemistry.
Well, I'm
Like,
sure because
Yeah,
You're not
Just
supposed.
like-
That's not
you're
the
not
right nutrition.
supposed to.
Well,
So you're not breaking it down
Right.
like you're supposed to. So it really makes you
well, yeah, crazy.
And then you start eating everybody. It's
Right.
almost like it's being a zombie, I
Right.
guess, in a
Mhm.
sense.
Well, just like when we watch MASH and stuff, just like the babies were getting sick because they were trying to feed them regular powdered milk or something, and the baby wouldn't take it. And the colonel said that's because they're used to goat milk. Give them goat milk, and as soon as they give the baby goat milk,
Wow.
took it right away. Because you gotta, your body's used to certain things, and over
Right.
in Korea at that time, that's all the babies were getting was goat milk or mama's milk. So
Right.
didn't have mama's milk, had to have goat milk. So
Right.
wouldn't drink regular milk.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah, so if you
know.
start eating people, you're gonna cuckoo.
Right,
cuckoo.
that's what they say. Like, there's just you have a chemical imbalance because it's just, you're not meant to
Right.
eat your same species.
Right. Well, just like if you usually eat chicken or whatever, and one night you go out for a steak, your body kind of says, "Hey,
What the heck's going on?
you're eating red meat.
Right.
You usually eat white meat. What's going on in here?"
Yeah.
Right.
I just want to know
I
what
wouldn't
makes
know,
cannibals
'cause I
think
eat a lot
I
of
should
red
try
meat.
it.
Right.
How does it
what?
start?
Yeah.
Right.
What made you think I should really just
Yeah.
try
And
this?
then once you cross that threshold,
Yeah.
you ain't coming back from that. You are
No.
always and
And
forever will be a cannibal who
Yeah.
ate a human being.
Right. Now, but I mean,
Yikes.
I could understand if it was like, a
Like
do or die situation.
like
that,
the
Like
100?
that
movie
yeah,
Alive, where
Alive.
those people.
That's
got-
a true story.
That
too.
Oh.
it is. it is, and that's
where the plane crashed and
yes.
they were in
they
the
were in
mountains.
the Andes.
Yeah, it's
And it was-
freezing. They had to eat their
They were
dead.
freezing.
That sounds like an anxiety
Yes.
movie.
Yeah, they had to like cut off slices
Yeah.
of their ass because it was.
Ah!
so heavy.
Well,
Couldn't
it
eat
was
it.
that, or
It was that or
the
die.
people, and the people were already dead. They didn't kill them.
Yeah,
I thought you meant they were
no.
cutting their
No.
own ass cheeks
No.
off to eat.
the people.
They
the
were the
people
corpses
they
that
were-
That's pretty
yes.
gross.
they
That's,
couldn't help, but
But
they
it
had
was that
to eat.
or die themselves.
Yeah, they had to survive. So
And do you know
that
how long they waited until they did that? They waited till they were all basically on their deathbeds
Yeah.
before they said, "Look, we have to do this."
yeah, it was like very morally hard for them.
Yes.
You know, because
And that's a whole different situation.
right, and that's a do or
that's not
die.
my
Yes.
choice.
That's a do or die. That's not like, hey, let's
Let's go out and
go out and
I
try
wonder-
to.
let's see,
What's
I
a
wonder
baby's
how-
liver
yeah.
taste like?
I
Let's
wonder how
go
Shelly
there.
would taste
Right.
today. Let's
Her
go
finger
over
looks
and-
good.
Yeah.
Right. Let me just cut
That's
off
a
a
whole
baby toe.
different situation.
Like
yeah.
that's just your mind. You can't. There ain't no coming back.
That's why I
from
thought
that.
it'd be good to
You
bring
know
up
what I
because
mean?
it's creepy. It's just
Mhm.
creepy in general.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
Yeah. I don't think I could.
Nope. Not at all.
And then how can you unsee that and unthink it?
Mhm.
You're every day of my life. I think I ate someone's body part.
Yeah.
That's nasty. Like
Yeah. But then, everybody knows, it was that or you die, honey. It's not.
Well, that's like I
not
said. That's
your-
different. I'm
right.
talking about if I
Oh,
was
the
just
other
one of
ones,
those,
yeah.
like, hey, let's have a
Crazies.
dinner party, and I
Yeah.
got baby liver over
Yeah.
here. Like
Hey,
what?
you want to come over?
Baby,
for dinner?
what?
You want to come to dinner? What are you having? You.
Lady finger, lady fingers, and you're
You,
the
I just
lady.
invited you.
It's like a vampire. Would you like to come? for
Yeah.
dinner?
Yeah.
Yes.
You are the main
Crazy.
course.
Yeah.
Mwah.
Weird. That's insanity.
All right, so that it was very short and sweet this Monday.
Yes.
Uh,
I do not wish to play. I'm sorry. No, I don't want to play.
and as always, if you have any just weirdo, creepy, oddity stories, let us know at legendslorehauntings.more@gmail.com, and we'll put your comments on a future episode and discuss them.
Yeah.
And we will even try to research them and debunk them if possible to get more insight on the situation.
Or if you have any more information on anything we've shared,
Absolutely.
or any comments that you feel you need to, like about the Mandela effect.
Oh,
Yes.
we want to hear
Any
some
new-
more
What
of
do you
those.
think?
What do you feel about the Mandela effects we've already revealed? And do you have any
more?
new ones that you would like us to discuss? Because we are always into that.
Mhm.
So, with that being said, everybody have a great, great, great rest of your week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share.
And
We love you. Bye.
peace
We
out.
love you. Bye.
Okay, this week we have a very special hometown haunt because this beautiful lady is the new owner operator of Maple Cafe here in the Berg. So if anybody wants some good food, first of all, stop by at Maple Cafe. And this is our beautiful friend Karina. Karina, what do you got for us this week?
Good afternoon, everyone.
Welcome.
Yay!
Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Okay, so what little hometown haunt do you have to tell us about today?
Well,
Our crazy story.
Mm-hmm.
ooh, I have a few of those.
Yay!
Great.
Shocking. Shocking coming from you,
Right,
Karina.
For example, starting
love it.
in the restaurant, like every time we would start talking about Alex, things will start, like lights will flick and things
Oh
will
my
fall
gosh.
off,
Yes,
and we're
it's
really,
true.
yeah,
Yeah, because it was haunted even before
Yeah, it was-
that.
Yeah,
I remember
now
stuff would happen. Now it's really bad.
he
No,
messes
like-
with Karina.
he
It's
messes.
getting worse. Oh my
No,
gosh.
now it's come down, but like in the beginning, like
Yeah.
in the every time I would start talking, Alex would piss me off, and I would start talking about it, and things will fall off, or like, even lights will
Lights
flick.
would flicker.
It will be like even in front of other people there.
Nice.
And then it stopped kind of when I started telling Phillips like to stop it, that he's the one that
Oh,
raised
that's
them.
good.
That's what
because
you're
we-
supposed to do. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
because we
good.
don't
you
want
raised
people to
your
come to the restaurant.
Yeah.
Right.
you raised your kid, you should make him more polite.
I love it.
Perfect.
Good job, good job.
Yes. Good advice.
Maybe we should have started that message a long
We love Alex.
Just kidding, we
I
don't.
love
we
that
do,
kid.
we do. I love
He's
Alex
amazing.
too.
No,
Yes.
He is
oh God,
funny,
I hope
yeah.
he doesn't listen to this.
Yeah. In case he does, we do love him.
We do love you, Alex, very much.
And I feel like I'm constantly followed by supernatural stuff.
Mm.
Are there any examples? Like, what makes you feel that way?
She is part of us.
I seen my cousin be possessed.
How did that happen?
Well, I don't know exactly how it happened, but she decided that out of everywhere in the world, she went to my house to ask for help.
Oh no.
So, like,
Your family's had a lot of things. You've told me a few stories about
Well,
your
they
family.
you know, there's supposed to be witches and stuff in the family, so
But I mean, you've told me a lot of
it
other. You know,
follows.
you've told me stories about your family that
Yeah, it follows them.
Yes.
stuff happens in your family a lot.
So the reason why I believed it mostly is because she was speaking English, fluently English, and then I guess she was talking Middle Eastern as well. I didn't understand what she was saying, but the other person was answering her.
I just got
They were
chills.
having
What?
conversations.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
This person that wasn't there was having a
Yeah,
conversation
we
with her.
took her to a church in Indio, California,
Oh.
and then she came out. She was talking. I don't know if it was Middle Eastern or Latin, but I don't know. There was a language
But
that she was
come out
talking with
talking
someone
one.
else.
That is possession
Whoa.
because that's what
Yeah.
happens. They
She
like
did-
somebody that is
Right.
not has no knowledge of a certain language.
I was
and then
gonna
they're
say
fluent
because she'd never
because
spoken that
their
before.
soul,
So
their body's taken
Yep.
over.
She did not
Oh.
sleep for like
Ew.
6-7 days. She's still. Oh my gosh, she's
oh
gonna
my
sleep.
gosh, that
So
was a long
how
one.
did they exorcise her? What did they do?
We found a priest that was willing to do the exorcism, and we drove her to him.
Oh my gosh, did you watch it yourself or?
Part of it, my brother went and got me.
Yeah.
Were you
He
scared?
got there. No, we were laughing because he got there in his motorcycle and grabbed me and said, "I'm here to save you."
Oh, he's afraid for you.
He
He's
thought
afraid for you.
the demon was gonna go into you next.
I don't know what it was.
Aw, that's a good brother.
Yeah.
And then my cousin asked, by the priest asked if he could do this thing to us to protect us
Like
from
bless
bad
you?
stuff,
Mhm.
And he did one to me, and he said, actually, you have very good vibes. It's hard for bad things to get into you.
Yay.
Which
I
believe that.
believe that.
I believe that.
I
You
believe
are a
that
nice
too.
person.
Yep. And it's like bad things just kind of bounce off of her.
And then
Yeah.
when my cousin got there, my brother got there, she asked my cousin asked the priest if he could do the same thing for him. And he literally looked at my brother's eye and says, "You don't need anything." He goes like, "The way you are, like no good or bad follows you."
Oh, that's
Oh
really
my
reassuring. though.
He's like
You
a
know,
blah.
Like question mark. Dot,
Right,
dot,
because
dot.
no
That's
good
no
either.
good.
He's not
Right.
a good human, but he's not a bad human.
Right.
like
That's kind of like dot dot dot.
you're like, thanks.
Yeah.
Like
So of course he grabbed me by the hand and we got out.
Yeah, that was probably his deciding factor, lead, because what are
We
you
couldn't
saying
stop
about
laughing.
me? Nothing good
Right.
or
And
bad.
we went and had some real good pupusas.
That's cool.
So what about
So your cousin was okay after that then? They did get her exercise.
She never really went okay, but
But
yeah.
I mean, they got her exercised
Yeah,
as
she's
far as.
yes.
is she like normal, so to speak? Like, or does she
Or
have
does she, like,
episodes
yeah.
or anything after that?
She looked normal every
mean,
time I
but she
see
never-
her, but
she
I'm
never
gonna be
spoke like
honest.
that
I don't
again.
think I never asked her.
But you haven't heard her speak
Probably
like
not.
that
avoided.
again.
Right.
Yeah, I think we avoid having the conversation with her
Right.
to
Well,
not keep
yeah,
her,
because you
Yeah.
don't want to bring that back up.
Or
But I
call
never
it back
really
to her.
checked
Right,
on
that's what I
her.
mean. If
Yeah.
you bring it back up, that energy will be
Yeah,
around.
that's
and,
true.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
I mean, and in the apartment where she supposedly got possessed, her sister, her boyfriend died in a plane crash because he was a pilot.
Okay, was this before or after the possession?
That was before. And then one time I was
Oh.
visiting there and I was in the apartment and there was the phone rang and it was like Alina didn't answer and then there was a voicemail and it says, "Alina, is that you? Are you there?" And it sounded like
Her boyfriend.
Daniel's boys.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's scary.
Wow, that might have caused her to. I mean, stuff like that. Like him reaching out.
No,
to
that
her
was the
might have-
sister though.
Oh, the
That was,
sister
but they
of
live
the
in the same
possession.
apartment. They live together and they live in the
Oh.
same apartment. So it could have.
Okay, and then one more question. The girl that was possessed, now
Yeah.
after her man passed away,
No, that was her
Her sister's man.
Yeah.
okay, well, still family member.
Yeah.
Did they ever try to like contact him or do a Ouija board or any of that?
I wonder because
seance.
Alina was really into that stuff. She would do card
That will call
readings,
bad
and
things
she
in
would
if you don't do protection.
Yeah,
Right.
and she would try to do stuff. So I think it came
Yeah.
along with all of that.
I bet you. Because they open doors.
And it got the brown
Mhm.
Yeah.
spirit in instead of her
Yep.
sister's boyfriend brought somebody in wrong.
Right. That's what's so spooky about
To
doing
her,
stuff
right.
like that. You got to really do a protection. Like, I do protection and I pray to God and
Yeah.
Jesus because, you know, every little thing helps.
Yeah.
Circle of salt, you
That's
know.
why I'm afraid of that stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Only because I'm not aware.
Right. And I think if you aren't schooled on it, then you shouldn't mess
No.
with it. Just like with the Ouija board. I don't think if it scares you, stay far away from it.
That's me because well, you know me on the research, I'm not good on it, so I'll just stay away from it instead of researching it.
Right, right. But I mean, and if it makes you like with Shelby, she's like, I'll stay very far away
Yeah.
from that. So I won't even. I have like 3 of them in my room. I've been
Right.
doing them forever.
Yeah.
But they're in a trunk, and I will never bust them out when Shelby's here because I'm not, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
I have respect for that, and I also think, like I said before, if you don't really have a lot of knowledge about it, and
Yeah.
if you're scared, demons feed on fear.
That's it, exactly.
So it makes
like
them
dogs, it's like,
easier to,
yeah.
it'll
Just
make
like
them easier.
If me and you
Me,
are-
I'm like, you
Right.
ain't coming in this. I'm sour
well,
enough.
that's
You
why I
don't-
would be like, no, I would be afraid.
Did you
but
wanna play?
Try not to
Yeah.
show it.
You want to play with me? Because
Yeah.
the devil fears
Yeah.
me, my friend.
Yeah.
No.
Like the Pet Cemetery. What's his name? When he's
Gabe
when that little boy's like, at
or
first-
Gage. His name was
First I
Gage.
played with mommy, and now I play with what's his name? Do you want to play?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's creepy.
That
Oh.
was the best movie.
But
still-
yeah,
still
what I
is.
was gonna say is, if me and you are ever in your car and you get hurt and can't drive, you're gonna have to take your steering wheel cover off before I drive you home in your car.
Okay, but what about my front license?
Yeah,
plate?
that's okay because I can't see it from there,
Oh,
from the
okay.
driving position.
Okay.
But if we're
And then I'll
ever
have
out,
to hide my wallet as well.
well, yeah, your wallet's your wallet.
Everything I own is a Ouija board.
Yeah.
So
But I'm just saying, if I ever have to drive you home in your car, you have to take your steering wheel cover off.
okay,
I'll
but
freak
what
out.
if I'm passed out in the seat?
I
You'll-
know.
You'll have to take
Ah,
it off.
sir, can you take that cover off the wheel for me so I can drive her
The reason we
home?
crashed is because this Ouija board possessed the car.
Yeah. I'm scared to take her home. Anyways, but yeah, so yeah, thank you for that story. That was cool.
This was awesome.
Do you have any more freaky stories?
Girl, I could be here forever.
All right, why don't will you? I don't know if you're willing to tell this one. Are you willing to tell the one about the bag of candy?
Oh, when
you had on
when
the
Aaron and I
table?
were drinking.
Yes.
So Aaron and I
Yes.
went and had like a girl night, you know, well deserved.
Yes.
And we came back and we were talking in my kitchen.
Is this at your house?
Yeah,
or the
this
restaurant?
is like 3
This is
weeks
at your
ago,
house.
4 weeks
Okay.
ago.
At her house.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
my house, and we're literally talking. Then she goes like, "Did you see the thing behind you? It's literally rocking back and forth, like
It was a picture on the wall.
Like,
that
it
just
was,
started rocking
like
back
literally
and forth.
rocking big time. Not just you know that maybe you."
You're right.
Not
I'm
like,
like,
a
but
wind
but enough
could
to
do
get
it.
your attention.
So
yeah.
we're like, "What the fuck?" And we bursted out laughing, and then. And then I had a bag of weed in the middle, and it was going on circle. It was going on circles.
wow.
They were
Like
like,
on the table like this.
the ceiling fan was not
By
on, nothing
by
was
itself.
on.
Weird.
So we just started laughing, and we asked them if they wanted a drink. Stop.
And Alice,
Stop.
what are you doing in my house?
Right, Philip, you followed me?
Yeah.
Bring me a drink.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but
Wow. Interesting.
One time I was driving by the cemetery.
Uh-huh.
It was like 2 in the morning.
Perfect.
Yeah, the witching hours.
Mm.
Almost.
Eh,
It's at 3.
I was
Between midnight and 3.
Okay.
Mm.
I was driving
Perfect.
from Coachella to Palm Desert back home from work from a bar. And I turn around and look at it right, and I see an Agus in an 80-degree weather.
You see what?
An Agus on 107-degree weather, not 80, 127-degree weather in California.
Uh-huh.
A young boy who look at he's 20, he's not very old, wearing a suit tie, like
Right.
a whole outfit, dressed really nice, holding up bouquet of roses, like in the middle of his
What?
chest.
Where was
In Cali?
Yeah, on the cemetery on
in the
by Carrion.
cemetery?
And so I like slow down, because it kind of freaked me out.
Well,
and I'm
yeah.
very used to picking up people in the road, but the way he turned around to look at me, it was very creepy, like very soft, kind of like a robot.
Right?
Oh.
And holding the bouquet of roses the
Like
same way
this.
in the middle.
Wow.
God.
I was like, what the
Give
fuck?
me
Never
a
took the road again.
ride.
Not even during
Did
the
Oh
you
day.
my
disappear or
God.
anything? Or did
I
you,
didn't
like-
wait it. I
Did,
left.
no, but did you see like in your rear view mirror, like what
No,
the
I
F?
was just like, I didn't
No?
see this, I didn't see this, I didn't see
Oh
this, I didn't do
my
this. I
God.
said, never
God,
happened, this
that's
never
I
happened.
thought she was going to say, and I drove right through him.
Right.
That's
Or
what I thought.
I gave him a ride and he disappeared in the
Yeah.
back
I
seat.
stopped
You
to
know,
pick him up and
because
he
you
wasn't
hear
there.
about that,
Yeah.
like in
He
Chicago,
never
there's that
moved.
lady in white that did that.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
No, he turned her, like, he would never, like, the bouquet was in the middle of him. And then my mom asked me why, and then she was like, I never really, I see movies and stuff, but I never really seen a funeral, how people die. She's
Him
like,
laying in the casket like that.
they put a bouquet
Yeah.
of flower. I was like, Mom.
They do like this.
Lily Munster sleeps with a woman.
Yeah, she does. But yeah, that's how they do in the casket. They're laying like that, and it is in between. What if he just rose from the casket and was like, you know what I mean? Like, oh
Like
my
I'm gonna
God.
do
I
if
don't
you guys
know.
ever show me when I die, I'll teach you.
Oh, yeah, you pop
and
up.
My
Yeah.
Stephanie already has a plan for me when I die.
You already had your plan. You're
I'm
going to be a
fucking with
cadaver.
people.
A cadaver.
Yeah, she is, aren't
I
you?
know.
You said you're going to donate your body to science. You're
Yeah.
going to be a cadaver.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's going to go live on the body farm.
On the body
Don't
farm.
you know what that is?
No.
It's a research place where they do research on bodies to find out like
For disease and all kinds
no
of
to
things.
find out like depths of decomposition of like how long and what kind of bugs feed on you at
Oh,
this
okay.
time of your
Science.
She's been
It's-
gone.
yeah.
She's been gone. She died 7 weeks ago because this kind of bug ate on her, or she died 2 months ago because this kind of bug ate on her, or
Gotcha.
yeah.
It's just research
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff.
a research place, the body farm.
Okay, but speaking of that, did I tell you guys about that truck with the heads?
Yeah, you did.
Yes!
I haven't followed the story.
Because I was like, who in the heck? I heard about that at work because I was like, who drives a truck full of heads?
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, there's a story that just came out last week, beginning of the week, I believe, and there was a truck driving down the road, and the truck got hijacked, and there was a box in the back of the truck, and that's what the people stole from the back of the truck, the people that hijacked them. But what was in the box was a box full of severed human heads.
Yep.
So my question isn't about hijacking. My question is, why in the world is there a box of human heads in the back of a truck, and why are we not questioning it?
And my question is why
It
did
wasn't
they
for
steal them?
research. So
And why did they
yeah,
steal
and
them?
how do they know that they have a box of heads?
And
I'm
why
gonna
did
get
they
them
steal
heads. And what are they using those heads for?
Yeah,
If
and
it's
why did
not
they
for
take them?
medical research.
Yeah.
Are you like, is it like some kind of
Hey,
cult?
Jimmy,
or-
I bet they got a box of heads in that there truck. Let's go hijack it and take them. Okay, sounds good.
Right.
Let me finish my beer. Okay.
Like, I got a plan, but all we're missing is that box of heads.
Yeah.
Well, I know a truck.
It's
like
coming
what?
through with the box of heads.
I just
Let's
don't
get it.
understand
Yeah.
any of it. And then I haven't seen any recent like updates.
Watch, it's going to be another Mandela.
Probably, but we'll just add it to the mix about how stupid
I cannot
everybody
get off
is.
of that. I can't get
It's
over that
just
Mandela effect.
some of them are just like, what? Because I remember this. Do you remember Jiffy Moms Choose Jif?
Choosy moms choose Jeff.
Choosy Moms Choose Jif. Well, everybody thinks it used to be Jiffy. And it wasn't. It's always been Jif.
Yeah, because it's choosy moms choose Jeff.
Yeah, but everybody's like, no, it was Jiffy. So that's
It's
one
Jiffy
that.
popcorn.
See,
That's why I bet people
that's
get
what
confused.
I bet they are too, because that's what's
It's Jiffy
confusing about the
popcorn.
Mandela. It's like, are they really doing that, or are we remembering it weird? But that's why I like to add in that one about the Jungle Book, because it
Yeah.
actually proves that they
Yes.
did change that.
Yes. So not all of them are
Right.
Mandela effect.
So some of
are
them-
just
And they changed it, and why?
right.
Oh, okay. So it was
Why?
for medical research.
Oh, it was. Look,
Yeah.
she's doing research on
Look
the
at her
heads.
go.
So
We
it
have
was
a new
a
nerd
truck
to
for
add
medical.
to the team. Well, I would hope so, because who drives around?
Well,
with
And it was
severed heads?
labeled. It was labeled, so they
Okay.
knew what they were taking.
Probably
Labeled human
for brains,
specimen.
Probably
Yeah.
for brain research.
Okay, then here's
you
my
know.
then.
No,
that's
but
still-
like they knew what they were taking when they stole it,
Right,
Because
so
it was
that-
labeled as human specimen,
Right.
so they knew.
Okay,
what,
but
So then, why did they take it?
yeah,
exactly.
What type of characters are stealing heads from
No.
a medical
Right.
research, and what the f are you using them for?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Are you gonna boil them? Are you gonna sacrifice
I
them?
did
What
just
are you
lose
doing?
the head off my scarecrow. I bet you these would work just as good.
Exactly.
Sam, let's go get them heads.
They
I
haven't.
just lost one off my, my
Did they-
scarecrow.
Did they catch you?
No,
stole
they
them?
haven't.
So it's a mystery. So at least, thank you. At least now we know the fact that it was for medical research.
Well, I figured that part would be.
Well,
you
I
know,
didn't. When I
but,
saw the
yeah,
snippet,
exactly,
it didn't give any details.
Exactly, but I figured
So-
there was a reason for the heads being delivered somewhere. But I just want to know why someone would steal them.
That's what I mean. What are you doing
My
with
mom
those
needs
heads?
a head transplant. Thank God there's a.
Some
Truck
kids
here with
just
some
to be.
heads.
I could see some teenagers being crazy, trying to do some rituals, being funny.
Yeah, that's
Or
what I
some
thought. Oh, we're
kids.
gonna do like
I'm
some
gonna go
satanic
scare my
rituals,
mom. I'm
or,
gonna put a head in her refrigerator.
or I'm gonna act
I would
like,
probably do shit like that.
or I'm
There are
gonna
weird
be
kids
Vlad the
doing stupid
Impaler,
stuff like
and I'm gonna
that.
put him on my fence
Well,
post.
now they go beyond pranks, you know.
Oh,
Exactly.
yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah. I'm gonna scare my mom. I'm gonna put this head in the freezer. when
Little
she
did
goes
they
to
know
look
she's
for
a
dinner.
candidate for a heart attack.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
you know.
Oh, guess what we found out? Mom's got a weak heart.
All right. So, does
So-
anybody else have any kind of creepy stuff?
I don't.
I'm out for the week, but I'm sure next week we will be filled with a whole plethora of more
Yes.
stories for you to tune into.
Please don't forget that legendslorehauntings.more@gmail.com.
And please
Still waiting.
comment. Tell us if you like the show. Comment on if you have had any encounters or if you've heard of any creepy stories or if you have any weird places around the Michiana area that
We
you
are
would like
looking.
us to investigate.
'Cause
And we
like
will
that.
do that in a further episode and you will see the video.
That's right. Please
So-
don't forget.
And don't forget to please like, subscribe, and share. And I want to give a special shout out to Karina for being our hometown haunt guest. Thank you so much for joining us. And I'm sure we will talk more about you in the future. And one add-on, don't forget, if you got some hungry bellies, Maple Cafe is the place to be. Edwardsburg, Michigan. Check it out. You get a fish fry every Friday. Plus, you can have breakfast any time of the night. Thanks for joining us. See you next
Bye.
time.
Thank you, ladies.
Bye.